our vision for integrated design is to really start from the very beginning of the design process to involve all the stakeholders that are involved. Meaning it's not just the ones who are paying for it, it's not just the engineers and so on, but it's also the users, especially the children and the teacher. Yeah, one of my favorite projects is one of the early projects of the Baupiloten. Was the conversion of a school, of an old school which has been built more than 100 years ago, which is really not appropriate for our way of teaching nowadays anymore, because it's only corridors and classrooms. What we were doing is changing the corridors actually into a learning landscape, and also some of the classrooms, and all of this was done with the children together. The children actually developed a kind of atmosphere, a story which we integrated into the building. So the building is now telling the story of the silver dragon which is flying through the building. So it's a very good way for the children actually to identify with what has been created, so they really think that's their work. Yes, we have come to many challenges, which is not much about the method itself. It's more about how it is integrated into a process. Because we are always relying on other people. We are relying on us, for example, someone to actually invite everyone to join this. And sometimes it is not very well communicated. Sometimes also on purpose, because special people want to leave out other people. Also, we are always dealing with a lot of political issues, because often if you actually create a building and people never really had the chance to sit at one table, a lot of other problems will also come up. Like it's not just about the architecture, and you kind of need to learn to deal with this. We use this planning game to create a concept for a school, and the concept is always very much linked to the pedagogical concept, because the architecture has to facilitate the way how the school wants to teach and how the students want to learn. And by the activities and atmospheres and so on which are provided by this game, teachers and a headmaster, the client, the students, they have the opportunity to actually negotiate about what is important for their school, and also what kind of teaching concept they want to follow. I think the workshop was really interesting, because what we're doing is basically just the first phase, and mainly just in Germany, so it was really interesting to actually test it in a Chinese context. And furthermore, how actually to take it to the design process, and also how to actually work together with all the stakeholders during the later design process, and also dealing with all these technical parts where a lot of there's so much things also we don't know about the technical details, and how do you actually communicate that. I think we can work much more on that. Because this, in the end, the detailing of the building is very important.